Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. Priscilla from Lisa the Crafted, as y'all know, I'm on her design team. She usually in the spring does like a channel hop. She used to call it the spring hop. This year it's called Spring Round. And there's a bunch of awesome creators. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but I do know that April from Pink Godbird, Belle from Bellaboo Creations, Cindy from Studio Lou, of course, Priscilla's doing it. I know that there's at least 7 of us because we're going to have a video every day. And I know that April's is the day before mine, and I know that Belle's from Bellaboo Creations is the day after mine. So anyway, what we're doing is we're making ephemera, and she made up a calendar and she assigned certain days of the week to people. I start on March 2nd, and she gave us prompts for each day, and what you have to do is just freeform, make your own type of ephemera, but she gives you like a prompt. Okay, so I got out some stuff that I don't use very often: modeling paste, stencil, watercolor pencils, this antiquarian sticker book, which I'm always afraid to cut into. Actually, I cut these because my prompt is sunshine. I cut these out of this book already, so I think that's what I'm going to use out of this book. CD sleeve, because it's supposed to be ephemera, and I'm going to make a decorated CD sleeve, and some papers that were just scraps out of my stash. And yeah, so that's, oh, also I used some alcohol inks. Now I did ahead of time, I was playing with my alcohol inks because I just got new alcohol inks and new alcohol ink paper. They're not the Tim Holtz ones. I need to learn how to use these because you have to shake these a lot. They're much more pigmented. I think they're like actually meant for resin crafts, but it said you could use them on paper too. So I've been playing with it. And initially I was going to use this for my sunshine, but it just, I don't know, didn't like it. So I ended up doing one with like purples and blues and oranges that reminded me of like the galaxy, because I wanted to use this stencil. And I was going to put the sun in the middle using one of these stickers. So that would be the card that inserts into the sleeve. You follow with me? I did the alcohol inks off of camera. I was just playing with them. Like I said, I didn't even know I was doing this project at the time. But I came up with this really cool orange and blue and purple one. And then I used this stencil with the modeling paste. And you can put acrylic paint in this modeling paste, but I did not. I chose not to. So when this first laid down, it was white. And then I used my watercolor pencils as watercolors, and I put it over the modeling paste. So just some yellow, and the modeling paste is white, so I just actually used a little black, but I made it very, very thin and did a wash. So this is going to be what shows through the window of my CD sleeve. And I think, because I think this is the sun that I'm going to use, even though I pulled these all out of this, because I think, personally, I think that looks spectacular. So I think I'm going to paste that down, or this is actually a sticker because it came out of a sticker book. So let's just remove the backing. Oh, and don't mind my nails. It's from the alcohol inks. There we go. So here we go. I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to place the sticker in the middle as much as I can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's going to be the focal point on my ephemera. I might have to put some glue on the back of that because it doesn't seem to be extremely sticky. But I think what I'm going to do is use this as a background, and then use this maybe to mat it. It has kind of a boogered up edge, but I don't think you'll be able to notice if I use it as matting. And I think I'm going to glue that down now. Let's glue this down. Let's use glue stick. Now I hope this glue stick is going to work on this watercolor paper. I've not watercolor paper. Back up the boss floor. Alcohol ink paper. I hope I haven't been saying watercolor paper all along, because that is not what this is. Okay, let me make some kind of attempt to center this. All right, I think that's pretty close. I'm going to flip that over and burnish it. Burnish my little sun a little bit too, because the ends seem to be poking up. Okay, and then this I'm going to place on this because I think it needs a little dark background. Okay, and then this is the top, so I'm going to turn this way. Not that it matters, because you're probably not going to see that much of it, but that's just who I am. And I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to burnish. I want to use like a blue distress ink around the edge. So, okay. So let me go off camera, look for my tea stain paper, and then I will also look for a circle to cut out the middle here, so I can use it as my template. And I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I found, I hope I'm on camera. Let me straighten this out a bit. I found a circle that I believe is the correct size. I hope I don't mess this up, because this is the only piece of this paper I have, because like I said, I got it out of my stash. But what I'm going to do is try and cut the center out of this using my Sizzix and that nesting, oops, I knocked my glue over, nesting die circles, and yeah, so that's gonna work. So pretty excited about that. I think I'm gonna save the circle in case I want to use it in the future. Let me put this away. Okay, so this is editing Lori. My boyfriend was taking a shower and it was making a huge amount of noise, and I didn't want you guys to have to listen to it. All I'm telling you right now is that I'm going to take the distress ink in Mermaid Lagoon, and I'm going to ink around the edges of the CD sleeve so that the white edges don't stick out. And yeah, I may actually just speed this part up because it's like watching paint dry. Okay, I'm back, and now what I'm going to do is just, first of all, try to figure out if I can cover the flap with some of this, and make sure that my original piece that I cut properly fits the front, and everything that is white that I want covered up is inked accordingly. And yes, then I'm just going to glue this piece on the front, and I will break back in when there's something important to tell you. Okay, so I trimmed this down a little bit, and it does now fit into the sleeve. And I'm going to just adhere some writing paper onto the back. That's that handmade paper that I showed you earlier. And see how it looks inside there. Put some of this on here. Okay guys, so I thought about it. I thought about it so much that it's a different day. And yeah, so here I hope I have all the pieces that I had when I originally started this piece of ephemera. But when I thought about it, I decided I had this piece of paper that I can actually fit on the back, and I'm going to ink around the edges. And then I had this that I made with alcohol inks. And instead of putting it right in the center, I kind of like how it's like offset. And yeah, so I know, I don't know, I know that the sun, this looks like the sun and that looks like the sun, but I liked it better than centered. I don't know why, I just did. It looks more visually appealing to me. Ta-da! I'm back. Let me just place that in the center and burnish it all down. It still doesn't want to go flat for some unknown reason. Like I said, I'm still learning the ins and outs of this glue. I think this could use a little bit under the edge here. It's another thing I like about this nozzle though. You can like just lift the edge and put stuff under instead of like trying to tear the whole thing up. Okay, so this is what the front looks like. This is what my journaling card looks like. Slides into the sleeve. And oops, my dog sneezed. And this is what the finished product looks like. Now, as I said before, I'm going to just have this be like a floating pocket. That's why I decorated the back as well, because this opens this way. And had I not wanted to be a floating pocket, I would have made this the front so that it could just open and you could, you know, disengorge whatever you need out of it. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this little spring extravaganza that Priscilla put together. And yeah, go see Bellaboo Creations. I think she's next tomorrow. And I will talk to you again real soon because we're doing this. I'm doing, I believe, Wednesdays. I'm not sure. Wednesdays every week. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. All right. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take good care of yourself. Be kind to one another. Love you. Bye.